You have the floor. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you to the witnesses. I'll start with Mr. Fernandez. Which foreign state is the most active in spreading or attempting to spread disinformation in Canada on your platform?
So from our experience over the past year, the Spamouflage campaign, which is linked to China, has been the most active.
Now, speaking of the Spamouflage campaign, that was detected by the rapid response mechanism, or at least it was reported on by the rapid response mechanism at Global Affairs that involved a campaign that began in late August and intensified into, I believe, October of last year, in which it targeted dozens of MPs by falsely accusing these MPs of various ethical and criminal violations. Is that correct? That's what you're referring to?
Yeah, so over the last year, we've taken down about 60,000 accounts linked to the Spamouflage operations. About 9,500 of those came from escalations from the rapid response mechanism.
9,000 that the rapid response mechanism brought to X's attention?
That's correct.
Okay. And maybe I will turn to Meta now to maybe address the Spamouflage campaign, because Facebook was also used, and perhaps you could elaborate on the steps that you've taken and Facebook's or Meta's interactions with the rapid response mechanism.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll turn to my colleague, Dr. Hunley, to speak more about this.
Yes, of course. So we've been enforcing against Spamouflage since 2019. Last year, we did a really large enforcement under our coordinated and authentic behavior policy. Spamouflage is a long-running cross-internet operation with global targeting. We've removed thousands of accounts and pages after we were able to kind of connect different clusters of activity together as part of a single operation, and we're able to attribute that operation to individuals associated with Chinese law enforcement. We've identified over 50 platforms and forums that Spamouflage has used, including Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, Pinterest, Medium, Blogspot, LiveJournal, VidConque, Vimeo, and dozens of other smaller platforms and forums. So like many other China origin operations, we have not found evidence of Spamouflage getting significant, substantial engagement among authentic communities on our surfaces. We have seen targeting, as it is a global operation, so we have in fact seen targeting of audiences in Canada. As part of this targeting, researchers as the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, for instance, have described the operation's use of generative AI audio and doctored YouTube videos that was shared on other platforms with zero or minimal engagement from real users. We've engaged a couple of times with the rapid response mechanism, including just yesterday about Spamouflage activity, and I'm happy to report in that instance that they were found that we had been able to proactively remove the vast majority of activity that they were tracking.
Yeah, and just going back to the specific Spamouflage campaign that I referenced that occurred last year, specifically targeting MPs, what was the scale of that campaign using the Facebook platform, and what was the response from the rapid response mechanism vis-a-vis Facebook?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I cannot give you direct specific numbers on like the scale of that one specific campaign, again, because Spamouflage is consistent of thousands upon thousands of accounts, and they kind of drop in and out of different campaigns overall. That being said, when we engaged with the rapid response mechanism, we had already been tracking a lot of the activity that they had shared with us and had removed a lot of it, although, of course, information sharing from government partners like these is really helpful for identifying anything that does get past our automated detection systems.